It was a beautiful, bright, sunny day, and now skies are a little cloudy, but there is no rain threat in the forecast. But things can change, as we know, in the state of Oklahoma this time of the year. Tam Pitts in from the left side, and we are set to go just past 6 o'clock. And a first pitch strike from Deal, the Winston-Salem, North Carolina product. Really, this start to this season's kind of a carryover from last season when she closed with 15 scoreless innings in the circle. Crowd still kind of filing in. If you got off work at 5 o'clock, you have to hustle. Great part about this place is you have many food options, so dinner be taken care of for you. Foul tip hung on to there by Kenzie Hansen.
I think it's important for Kirsten to just work herself through the count, be ahead, get ahead first thing. I know that in talking to Coach Miller, she wanted them to be able to attack early and take advantage of those first pitch strikes, second pitch strikes. She says, you know, if you fall behind in the count, it's tough to win against a team like this.
Tam Pitts, the leading hitter on this Texas A&M Commerce team, batting .327. It's a very young roster. Brittany Miller, when she took over as head coach, had to kind of reshape things. Only had 4 players remaining on the roster. Two balls and 2 strikes to Pitts. Not much of a breeze. Ball was really jet streaming toward right field, and that'll be the predominant path here at Loves Field. Wind blowing out of the south tonight, but not much of it. She stays alive with that foul ball.
We saw kind of a wind tunnel this past weekend, kind of coming through that building over here on the third base side. There's kind of a breeze that kind of picks up the ball towards right field and sends it out. We saw a lot of opposite field home runs. Just got to learn how to play the field.
Full count now to Tam Pitts. The Lions playing the Southland Conference. They'll begin league play this weekend on the road at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. The Sooners will be here in the Big 12 opener against Iowa State. That one slashed past the diving Alyssa Brito and out into left field. A leadoff single on a payoff pitch, and Tam Pitts is aboard to start things here for Texas A&M Commerce.
It's really great placement by Tam Pitts, trying to find the 5-6 hole. That's your ultimate goal as a slapper and table setter. Just trying to get on top of the ball, find a hole, get yourself on base. Perfectly placed.
Isabella Arzola will be next up, another lefty. Chino, California native, another freshman. Showing bunt, and it's that pop-up foul that had Brito crashing in from third.
We saw the Sooners kind of struggle with some short game plays this past Sunday.
Yeah, 3 errors in that loss to Louisiana on Sunday, and they had 4 errors for the entire season prior to that. On the move is Pitts, so a little hit and run action for the Lions. And that's one thing that this Texas A&M Commerce team will do. They're 42 of 49 in the stolen base department, so they will try to move around the bases.
We saw Kenzie get worked last weekend. Gotta be quick, alert. I know that.
Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Kirsten Deal, and 1 away in the first.
I know this defense has a lot to kind of bounce back from, and great pitch by Kirsten Deal, kind of just working that corner, taking some speed off.
Sooner pitching staff is so deep, with Kelly Maxwell coming in, of course, what Nicole May did a season ago. S.J. Guerin, Deal, and Monticelli, as this one is flared foul into the screen down the right field line. 0-1 to Diamond Seife. Showed bunt and then pulled it back and took a strike. Feels like deals in a little better rhythm to the last 2 hitters. There's that stolen base number for the Lions, 14th in the country.
Lots of speed.
Pitts is 6 for 7 in that category.
Pitts getting a really good lead over there. Trying to draw the attention from Kinsey Hansen behind the plate.
Seife, 2 home runs on the season. Sophomore out of Carson, California. Pop up on the infield. Foul ground. Brito from third has it. 2 down. So the leadoff single for Pitts. She remains over at first base, and the cleanup batter, Darby Hickey, is due to stand in. We're talking before the game that Loves Field, in addition to all the amazing features, which we will get into during the broadcast, there is a true batter's eye. It's not a requirement in collegiate softball, but the greenery that's in straightaway center field provides a nice hitting backdrop. On the move is Pitts, and the throw is not in time. And that'll be the 43rd stolen base of the year for the Lions. Pitts is now 7 of 8 in that category. And Texas A&M Commerce with the runner in scoring position.
Really great jump by Pitts, just getting to the back, getting that foot directly underneath Kinsey Hansen, just kind of off second base a little bit with that throw, pulling Tiara.
She nearly got that back foot, didn't she?
Yeah.
Couldn't resist it, and it's 0-2 on Hickey. Hickey batting .304. Leading RBI producer on this team with 10. And there's strike 3, so a pair of strikeouts by Deal after the leadoff single, and the Lions leave 1 aboard. Sooners, it's cool to say, the brand new home of Sooner softball. Crowd still filing in, but we've got a good one. Seats about 4,400 when it's packed and configured completely for as many as we can fit in this place. We will be close to that. It's a Wednesday night, and this place is almost packed to the gills. Sooner lineup: Riley Boone and Alyssa Brito. Tiara Jennings batting third. Kinsey Hansen, who had 2 home runs over the weekend, in the cleanup spot. And then the freshman Pickering with Jada Coleman, Parker, Hodge, and Sanders. Maddie Muller will be in the circle this evening for the Lions to start. And head coach Brittany Miller said we will likely see several pitchers come out of that bullpen for the Lions this evening. And Muller gets the first turn against Riley Boone. Riley leading the Sooners with a .447 batting average. Muller out of Frisco, Texas. Boone kind of hops back out of the way of that pitch. 2-1.
Muller on the mound. We'll see a curveball, some screws, rise balls, and she's got a little bit of a change. So excited to see what she can do with this OU offense, see if she can keep them off balance.
3 balls and a strike to Riley Boone. Riley twice on the Women's College World Series All-Tournament team. And a leadoff walk.
Boone has been so fun to watch this season. She's just finding her way on. She's got good energy. She's somebody that can really create the momentum and pass the torch.
That is her 6th walk of the year, and so Riley Boone is aboard, the table setter for Alyssa Brito. Brito, 7 home runs, 23 runs driven in. Both those numbers find her 3rd in the Big 12. And there's a strike from Muller. Brito was 8 of 16, drove in 5 runs over the weekend. 3rd season as a Sooner after transferring from Oregon. snaps over the outside half of the plate. Still getting adjusted to all the sight lines and what it looks like out there. And you have to remember, the Sooners do not practice at Love's Field. Construction is ongoing, so they're still over at Marita Hines Field. They come over, they take ground balls and fly balls, and we kick the tires and light the fires. But they get the same access to it basically as the visitors do on a regular basis.
Yeah, Coach Gasso told us if they want to be here, if they want to practice on this field, they've got to shut down construction, and that's not something they're able to do right now.
Rito hits a lazy fly ball to left that's caught by Arzola for the first out. Talking to Coach Gasso, just overwhelmed really at this place over the weekend, and the support, seeing the dreams come to fruition. Disappointed certainly that her team did not win, but you know, she used the word surreal, and that's what it's like when you first come in.
It is. It's an amazing environment, just unbelievable.
Tiara Jennings fouls this one back. I loved asking her about it. Okay, give us perspective on just what it was like. And she said, it's like you buy a new house and you invite all your family and friends in, but you're a little tense because you're worried they'll spill something or break something in your new home. And you can say it's a perfect way to relate it, I thought.
Yeah, and you're not sure who all these people are in your house.
You're a little tight and a little tense, but that will wear off. There's a strike.
It's interesting too, just having to understand how everything plays. It's going to take time, and you've got tons of seniors on this roster, so for them to have to figure this out within the season, it's going to be tough. Just understanding how the pads play and the space you have on the foul lines.
That one is smoked to right field. Backing up is Griffith, but she will catch it as Jennings just got under it a little bit. Boone is able to retreat to first base, and with two down, Kenzie Hansen will take a crack at it. Tiara Jennings just got under that attack. There is the Hall of Fame head coach of the Sooners, 7 national championships, 1,474 wins, most of any active head coach, and 3rd in NCAA history, and still going. Had 13,350 people come through this weekend.
Incredible. It's just so cool to see the growth, because you remember Marita Hines, but then you also get to look over and see Reeves Park, which is where it all started.
It doesn't seem like that long ago, but then again it does.
Yeah, and you see Reeves, and then you see Marita Hines, and I just remember even as a player, just the amounts of temporary seats that had to come in year after year, and then that started to increase, and now we're here with 4,000 plus permanent capacity. It's insane.
3 balls and no strikes here to Hansen. And it's a 4-pitch walk to the Sooner catcher. Second walk of the inning issued by Muller. And Cassidy Pickering, the freshman, will be the batter. What a start she's off to, batting .435. And we're asking Coach Gasso about this freshman. You know, when you recruit high-level players that they can perform, but at this level, this quickly, it doesn't happen all that often. And she said that Cassidy Pickering's just a sponge. She seeks out knowledge. She doesn't wait for it.
Yeah, I think she's been really fun to watch. I'm excited to see her kind of excel throughout her career. But like Coach said, with her wanting to learn and know more, she's only going to get so much better.
Hit 2 home runs over the weekend, and she's unfazed by all of it. Just handles it in stride.
She just fits right in this lineup.
Two balls and a strike to Pickering. Here's what we're talking about. Look, you can see all 3 homes of Sooner softball.
It is incredible. So over to the right, you see Reeves Park. That's exactly where it all started for OU. And you see Marita Hines on the back left corner. And then Love's Field. It's just crazy to see the development and the growth and the support. And look at the fans in that Love shot. It's incredible.
Dangerous pitch here for Maddie Muller. 3-1. Popped up. And that will hit the roof and roll on back out of here. Now the Sooners will take batting practice over at Marita Hines and then shuttle down the street, down Jenkins Road to Love's Field. Take fly balls, ground balls, and play the games right here. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away again.
Muller not backing down, just trying to get after Pickering. This is a big at bat for her.
And Brittany Miller said that to us. She said, we have to not back away from what our strengths are and challenge hitters if that's what we're good at. Pickering drills this one just over the glove of Griffith. And the bases will clear. Pickering stops at second base with a 2-run double to start the Sooners scoring. It's 2-0 Oklahoma. Cassidy Pickering here, her second double, and now 15 RBIs.
It's a really great piece of hitting, just battling some stuff off that she can't really work with, but she's got to stay alive.
And there are certainly no breathers in this Oklahoma lineup. You get to the number 6 spot, and there's Jada Coleman. Jada, the 3-time first-team All-American. She was 6 for 11 over the weekend. 17 home runs, a career high for her last year.
Jada, we've seen her kind of bounce around throughout the lineup. And I like what Coach Gasso's doing with her, just putting her in places to really turn it over or give her another opportunity or more opportunities for RBIs.
Two 2-0 now to Jada. Batting .382. 2 home runs, 14 runs batted in. We got time called here by Jonathan Dewhurst, the third base umpire.
Illegal pitch.
It was an illegal pitch call. So Jada Coleman will go down to first base, and I think Brittany Miller wants to ask about this, or maybe not ask, but just make on the illegal pitch here.
I didn't see anything foot or mechanical. I think her feet were fine. May have been a pitch clock violation.
So the hitter and the catcher have to be engaged in the first 10 seconds, and the pitcher has to break her hands from the glove by the time the pitch clock runs out. It's rarely very close. This is smoked by Parker, and it's gone. She turns and burns to right field, and the Sooners have a 5-0 lead in the first. Ella Parker, the designated player tonight for the Sooners, blasts her 4th home run of the season.
The 2 freshmen have been so fun to watch, and Ella Parker, she's got a career ahead of her, and I'm so excited for it. But just, she's so quick to contact, so strong. You see her backside release. That pitch was left up. You cannot afford to do that with a hitter like Ella Parker.
So the Sooners have 5 runs on 2 hits, and that Sooner home run is presented by OERB, the people of Oklahoma Oil. And that New pitcher is Anissa Arredondo. She was on the junior college national runner-up team at McLennan Community College before heading to Texas A&M Commerce, and she'll deal with Avery Hodge, Sooner second baseman tonight. Darby Hickey really pinched in at first base. See the numbers on Arredondo.
Coach Miller kind of prepared us to see Arredondo. She may come in relief with her curveball, backdoor. She's got a drop ball and a good rise. So we'll see her mix those pitches up, see what she can do.
She said Arredondo is really a leader for this team, one of the few upperclassmen on this Lions roster. Avery Hodge getting the start. You know, Lena Torres have alternated some at second base for the Sooners so far this year. Ooh, that is slashed. Look out. Good thing there's a net up there. And that whistled past Coach Gasso and everybody over there in that third base box.
That net gives a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta learn.
They're retesting it over there. Like,
Yep.
wait a minute. Just how elastic is this net? We're learning everything about this new place, right? Hodge sprays another one foul.
Talked to Coach Gasso a little bit about Alina Torres and Avery Hodge kind of rotating in at second base. She said it really depends on who their opponents are and what their game plan is. They both have performed really well. But in this situation, Avery Hodge is the best fit for this opponent.
Comfortable playing both. And of course, that's one of the changes for the Sooners this year. You know, with Tiara Jennings at short, you're replacing the all-time defensive leader in the history of Sooner softball in Grace Lyons out there at shortstop. Lockdown. A little shift over from second to short for Tiara Jennings, and second base occupied by Hodge and Torres this year. Hodge grounds
And to get themselves on base. And for OU, I think they just need to play free and have some fun. I think we saw some tightness in the opening weekend, and a lot goes into that with the environment and the atmosphere that they were having to play in. They're not used to it, and then also having that win streak, you know, having 71 games under your belt that you haven't lost and getting close to that first loss. They weren't playing very free, so I think that's what I'd like to see today.
It has been over 4 years since Oklahoma lost back-to-back games to Washington and Wisconsin back in 2020. And Deal's pitch here is ball 2 to Brooke Hilton. Hilton, and then Tapia and Meehy. Deal gave up the opening base hit by Pitts past third base, and then got a couple of strikeouts. Not out with any harm being done. Now you've got a 5-0 lead, and any nerves you might have had will be calmed by what the offense did in the bottom half of the first.
Yeah, you'd hope so. I think they're playing well. Seeing good pitches. Just slowing the game down.
Fouled back, and I think it was not the offense necessarily. It was the pitching gave up some home runs over the weekend. It was the mistakes that will get Coach Gasso rankled more than anything. And 3 errors in the loss to Louisiana, but mental mistakes, base running errors as well.
Yes, I was just going to touch on that. We saw some mental errors, base running. We saw some, throws just being missed, tags being missed. We saw uncharacteristic base running errors from Jada Coleman and Kinsey Hansen. Those are things that you do not see.
See the Sooner pitching staff. .96 a season ago. This was over the weekend. 5 games here at Loves Field. Overall this season, the numbers have been better. 1.39 for the season is the ERA. This was over the weekend. But 1.39 as a staff ERA, still very solid, as the Sooners are number 6 nationally in team earned run average. offense scored 45 runs in the 5 games this past weekend. And Coach Gasso said, listen, the errors were not because of this surface. She said it was immaculate.
Yeah.
Amazing the way that Loves Field plays.
She did say it plays well. We saw some great executed bunts by Boone. Just the dirt allowing it to just dribble.
This one fouled back by Tapia. It's a fantastic surface, well manicured. And a fastball that's in and a swinging strike 3. That's 4 strikeouts now for Deal. And when you go back to the first inning, it is 3 straight strikeouts. Emmy Meehee will be the batter. And now 24 strikeouts on the season for Deal. Meehee hits a flare on the infield that's caught by Hodge, and the inning is over. 6 in a row retired by Kirsten Deal. Well, that's what Loves Field looked like over the weekend. Over 13,350 fans that came through the gates Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the debut of the new home of Sooner softball, Loves Field. Sooners out to a quick 5-0 lead. Sydney Sanders, and then the top of the order, Boone and Brito. Nisa Arredondo back out there after she finished things and got Avery Hodge to ground out to close the first. 4 home runs for Sydney Sanders already this year. She had 6 runs batted in over the weekend. Drills that one past the third baseman, Seife. Sanders motors to second with a leadoff double in the second.
Sanders has gotten really comfortable in the box. I have loved just watching her attack every pitch. Every single hit or foul ball is very strong. She does not take a pitch off, and I appreciate that. You know, everything that she gets a hold of, it goes.
Sanders, that is her second double of the year. And Riley Boone, who walked and scored on the double by Pickering in the first inning, is back up already. Riley Boone just gotten better and better and better. She has hit over 500 in the Women's College World Series the last 2 years. There's a good bunt. The second baseman, Meehee, was pulled off the bag, and everybody will be safe.
Just a perfectly executed soft slap. I'm not sure that was a bunt necessarily. She had a little bit more on it than she normally does. But just the way that she is able to control everything and get out of the box. She's so quick.
Still haven't posted the scoring on that one. How are you going on that one, Destiny?
Oh, well, that's a hit.
I think so, too.
It's tough to throw her out.
Back-to-back hits. 4 for the game. And the tables are set for Brito. Brito flied out to the left fielder Arzola her first time. In the air, straightaway center field. Pitts back near the warning track will make the catch. Sydney Sanders scores, though, and it's 6-0 Sooners. Sacrifice fly to center for Alyssa Brito. And that is her 20th RBI. Second on this Sooner squad.
Just getting under that pitch. Arredondo just getting that little bit of a rise to that, forcing Brito to get slightly underneath that.
6-0 lead, and Jennings back up there. On the move goes Boone, and the throw is on target. A strike there from Hilton. And the tag is applied. Boone is caught stealing for the first out here in the second. Or second out, I should say.
Hilton with a good jump on that. Seeing that ball off the plate, making sure that she opens up that outside leg to make that throw.
That is the third runner in 15 stolen base attempts that Hilton has thrown out this year. First time that Boone has been caught stealing. She was a perfect 3 for 3 prior to that. And here's Tiara Jennings, who fly to right her first time. Two and one now to Tiara Jennings. Popped up, foul ground over near the fence, and that will just skim over the top of the net. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Tiara Jennings. Such a great sound in the ballpark. It gets loud, as Patty Gasso wanted it to.
You know, we asked her if she felt it was similar to the Hall of Fame Stadium, and I feel like it's a little bit more intimate here. Just the Hall of Fame Stadium is so wide, I feel like. So this is just a little bit more intimate.
Hard hit ground ball to third. Safe's throw is in time, and the inning is over. But the Sooners get another run on 2 hits and lead 6. Not the only Big 12 action going on this evening. Our Big 12 scoreboard is presented by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. See Baylor already a win over Penn State. Wichita State, Oklahoma State scoreless in Stillwater. Down in Orlando, UCF taking on Stetson, and Texas hosting UT Arlington. In the ESPN poll this week, Texas is up to #1 after Oklahoma's loss. Sooners are still #1 in the NFSA and the USA Today polls. But man, you looked up early this season a couple of weeks ago, and 1, 2, and 3 were Oklahoma, Texas, and Oklahoma State in the national polls destiny. It's a gauntlet. Then you throw in Baylor as well.
Yeah, Baylor's doing really well. I mean, the competition this season is going to be incredible.
Oklahoma State's ranked 4th this week, by the way. And Oklahoma win streak snapped, longest in NCAA history. Texas just running through people. They've outscored opponents by 144 runs. And Kansas off to its best stretch since 2015 as this pitch is bunted and it's foul. Lindsey Powell at the plate. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup here for Texas A&M Commerce. Remember, Oklahoma lost to Baylor last year 4-3, then ran off 53 straight wins to close the season and win national championship #3 in a row. One hopper here, scooped by Jennings, and a strike to first for the first out. And then the Sooners began this year with 18 straight wins to reach 71.
Really good play by Tiara, really understanding where that's going to bounce and how to play that on the run. She just has so much fun out there. I love watching her play.
Fun is a good word for it, and that's important.
She's just always got a smile on her face.
Ashlyn Griffith slashes this one back to the screen.
That's some good energy you want to see from your captain.
Sooner captains are Jennings and Kinsey Hansen. It's a big deal to have that C, isn't it, Destiny?
Oh, yeah. That is a big deal.
Griffith fouls another one back. 0-2 on the right fielder for the Lions. There's Tiare Jennings.
Having that C on your chest is not just on the field. I think that Kinsey Hansen, Tiare Jennings are just as good of leaders off the field.
That is 5 strikeouts now for Deal.
See Deal just really working up that ladder. That is a tough pitch to lay off of with 2 strikes. As soon as you see it down in the zone, it starts to elevate through your eyes, but as a slapper, it's tough to lay off of it because you're moving towards that pitch.
Here is Taya Pitts, who had a leadoff base hit on a payoff pitch that went just past the Sooner third baseman Alyssa Brito to start the game. Since then, Deal has retired 8 Lions hitters in a row. Little flare that's caught by Jennings. 9 straight set down by Deal. And the Sooners have a 6-0 lead headed to the home. The 3rd inning coming your way from Loves Field in Norman. Sun has set now and it's getting a little chillier, but a nice night for softball. As Kinsey Hansen stands in, she walked and scored on the double by Pickering back in the 1st inning. A little low as Arredondo remains the pitcher. She took over in the 1st for the starter Muller. So the first time she's faced Kinsey Hansen tonight. .373 hitter. Hard hit bouncing ball, and it's through into center field. It's a leadoff single in the 3rd for the captain Kinsey Hansen. The 2023 Johnny Bench Award winner as the National Catcher of the Year. Patty Gasso out with the lineup card to visit with Michael Parker, the plate umpire. How about having a player like Kinsey Hansen as your leader, your catcher, in that position, defensively controlling the pitching staff and all those sorts of things that she provides. Just such an advantage for Oklahoma to have a catcher who does so much. It looks like Riley Ludlam's going to come in and pinch run at first base for Hansen. This pitch is over the outer half of the plate to Pickering, who doubled home 2 her first time. You see the game summary. Sooners with 5 hits to get the 6 runs. 9 straight Lions have been retired since that leadoff single, and a good night in the circle for Deal so far. Five of the 6 runs have been driven in by 2 freshmen for Oklahoma tonight. Pickering and Parker. 1-2 now on Cassidy Pickering.
2 freshmen that you really got to be on the lookout for throughout their career. I think they've got so much room to grow, and they've already shown so much.
Two and 2 on Pickering. And a payoff pitch headed to the Sooner right fielder. Just hear how the sound reverberates through this park. As Pickering hits that one foul. For the under construction clubhouse facilities.
Have you seen any of the construction areas? Have you been on a tour?
No, I don't look good in a hard hat, so I don't venture into any of those areas. As Pickering sends this one toward left and just over the outstretched glove of Arzola. Ludlam was on the move with contact, and she'll score easily from first base. It is 7-0 Oklahoma. And Cassidy Pickering has driven in 3 with a pair of doubles.
And I love what Cassidy Pickering is doing in the box. She really takes her time to figure out the timing, the pitches she can work with. She understands her contact points perfectly. It's an outside pitch, so she's able to just see deeper in the zone and go opposite field.
Sooner fans loving it. Home team up 7-0. 3 driven in by Pickering. Here's Jada Coleman. She reached on an illegal pitch her first time up. And she came in to score on Ella Parker's 3-run home run in the first. No, a lot of the construction is in areas that you just don't see underneath, clubhouse area, all of that. But hats off to the crew, everybody who made it possible to have opening day as scheduled. And there may have been a few hitches here and there, but nothing that the fans noticed. A little bit outside.
Arredondo doing a pretty good job painting the corners.
Jada Coleman batting .382. She's driven in 14 runs. Hit back up the middle and a base hit to center field. Pickering will score easily. The throw to second gets away. And it's an RBI double for Jada Coleman to give the Sooners an 8-0 lead in the third.
Coleman really seeing that ball up in the zone and getting her barrel up just a little bit to keep that ball from going straight into the air. Seeing it as a line drive. It's a tough pitch to hit because you've got to keep those hands down and just make sure the barrel stays up.
So Jada driving in run number 8 for the Sooners. We're going to have a pitching change on the part of the Lions out of Houston, the Kincaid School. And here is Parker. Hit a line drive home run over the National Championship and College World Series banner in right field, her first time up. Freshmen have driven in 6 of the 8 Sooner runs. But that's the thing about it. When you are Oklahoma, you have to continue to restock the cupboard. There's no such thing as a down year. And you have to have talent like this coming in. And certainly with Parker and Pickering, they do.
This season especially, I mean, there's 10 seniors on this roster. We're going to be losing some talent next season, but I know Coach Gasso is able to replenish year after year.
A swing and a miss there. Takes the count to 2-2 on Ella Parker. Julia Sanchez, 5'8" junior from Houston. She actually pitched a no-hitter earlier this year, but was saddled with the loss against Missouri. They played Missouri, and Missouri got a run on a sacrifice fly in the first inning. They ended up winning 1-0. It was a dual no-hitter that went only the requisite 7 innings, and Missouri won it 1-0. It was not a hit, and the Tigers won 1-0.
It's crazy how that plays out. We knew, Coach Miller told us we'd be seeing a number of different pitchers, and we can expect to see a screwball, curveball, and a rise ball out of Sanchez. Little bit of a change. We did see that here, and Ella Parker handled that really well, driving it foul, but on time.
A pop-up, shallow left field. Arzola is in to make the catch. And Coleman will stay put at second base. Ella Parker retired. First out here in the Sooner third. And Avery Hodge will be the batter. Do you have a favorite feature yet here at Loves Field? You really got to soak it in for a little while, don't you?
Yeah, I need to take a walk. I got to check it all out.
Maybe during the fifth inning stretch.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that. No, I missed the tour. So they had an alumni weekend with the 2013 team, and I missed that. My little sister graduated from Southwest. She's a flight attendant, so I had to go to her graduation, and I missed the tour. So I've heard it's wonderful underneath. There's all kinds of different locker room type things and getting ready and relaxing and all kinds of stuff down in there. But I was with Plank on Sunday doing radio, and he said he took a walk and just tried to embrace everything, and it's incredible. So I've got to take some time and do that as well.
I am happy that Chris Plank, the voice of Sooner softball, has a booth instead of being outdoors. As Hodge drops one into shallow left center field, she slides in safely at second with an RBI double that scores Jada Coleman, and it's 9-0 Sooners. 3 doubles in the inning and 4 in the game now for the Sooners.
And just a perfectly placed slap. That's where you want to see these balls go, between the 5-6 hole, splitting the gap in the left and center field. Keeping that ball on the left side of the field is the goal there.
Avery Hodge pretty easily making second base after driving in the run. Jada Coleman has scored twice now. Here is Sid Sanders, who doubled and scored back in the second.
It's a good pitch.
Sanders scored on Alyssa Brito's sacrifice flies. This one has popped up. Looks like it'll stay in play, and what little breeze there might be would help that as well, as it's caught by Hilton, the catcher, for the second out. Back to the top of the order, Riley Boone will bat for the 3rd time in 3 innings. Avery Hodge, the runner at second after her RBI double. Boone squares that one up, but right at the shortstop Powell. That was kind of a knuckleball, and Powell hung on to it for the final out. Now see Peyton Monticelli, the Wisconsin transfer out of Cedarburg, Wisconsin. No official record. 8 1/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, and a Love's pitching change. Love's travel stops the heart of the highway. So what do you want to see from Peyton Monticelli in this very deep Oklahoma pitching staff?
Yeah, you know, I think it's the same stuff. Just get comfortable on this field. Get comfortable with your defense. She's got a lot of speed, so I'd love to see her trust that, but also be able to mix in her changeup.
This pitch bunted foul. Bella Arzola struck out her first time. Monticelli, one season at Wisconsin. She's also a member of the Great Britain Senior Women's National Team. And quickly 0-2 the count on Arzola. Sooner offense doing its thing once again tonight. 9 runs on 8 hits. Oklahoma with 4 doubles and a home run in this game. And that pitch a little up and in to Arzola. I'll say congratulations to the Oklahoma women's basketball team on their back-to-back Big 12 championships. They will be the top seed in the women's Big 12 tournament, which actually gets underway tomorrow up at T-Mobile Arena in Kansas City. This ground ball. Hodge is now over there playing shortstop. And Quincy Lilio, I believe, has come in to play second base for the Sooners. So Avery Hodge able to take care of Arzola for the first out in the 4th inning. There's Lilio. Got some other subs. I think Maya Bland is out in center field. And Hannah Core playing right. That'll be a pop-up. Hodge is just going to take care of all of the outs, and it doesn't matter who else is out there.
Alina Torres over at third, seeing lots of changes.
I think the only two who are still at their original spots are Riley Boone in left and Sydney Sanders at first base. Everybody else has changed, including behind the plate, where Ludlam has entered after coming on to pinch run earlier in the night. Here's Darby Hickey, 0 for 1, struck out back in the 1st inning against Deal. Monticelli trying to make it a 1-2-3. Just a little bit downstairs. Couldn't resist, swung at a high fastball.
It's amazing how you can change 7 of the 9 defensive players and still be pretty good.
Just blistered that one right past her. Crowd anticipating a strikeout, and they get it. 1-2-3 inning for Peyton Monticelli with a strikeout. 6 Sooner strikeouts on the night, and a 9-0 Oklahoma lead. Stream of new hitters, but Alina Torres will get her first crack at it, batting in the number 2 spot where Alyssa Brito had been. Brito had a sacrifice fly to drive in a run. So the first plate appearance for Alina Torres. Patty Gasso said it feels like Alina Torres is starting to get hot at the plate.
Yeah, Alina Torres has done a really good job.
Right on cue. She peppers this one down the left field line. Arzola comes up with it. And that will hold Alina Torres to a leadoff single.
See, she's doing a really good job of getting her hands on plane with that pitch. Some of these pitches are pretty up in the zone, but they're able to handle them really well.
So Quincy Lilio, who came on to play second base in the top of the 4th, will bat here for Tiare Jennings in the number 3 spot. 10 hits for the Sooners to produce 9 runs. It is so cool to have the line score as the panhandle in the silhouette of the state of Oklahoma scoreboard in straightaway center field. I didn't mean that we had to take a camera shot, but of course our crew's the best, so we're going to get that. I mean, I'm just telling you, the challenge is if you can hit one to Boise City or Guyman, you are doing something. But now, you know, play-by-play guys like to say, oh, she hit that one to Edmond, or she hit that one to downtown Oklahoma City. You can. Now, it's about 500-plus feet away to hit the scoreboard. It's a bit of an optical illusion because it's further back there than it might appear.
That is an amazing scoreboard.
I was told that Lauren Chamberlain said, ooh, that's a challenge to hit the panhandle.
Yeah.
Now, I think that Lauren Chamberlain or maybe Jocelyn Allo hit one that far at one point in their career. As this one is popped up by Lilio. Caught in fair territory by Seife. So 1 away. And Riley Ludlam will bat here for Kenzie Hansen. Ludlam got under that one. And the shortstop Powell is out, called off by Pitts, racing in from center field to grab out number 2.
Really good communication on that with Pitts coming in and taking charge. You could tell Powell was a little bit caught off guard, wasn't sure if she should try to take advantage of that or trust Pitts, and Pitts took control.
So Maya Bland will bat in the spot where Cassidy Pickering was. Pickering 2 for 2, 2 doubles, 3 runs driven in, and 2 runs scored. And now Bland bats for her. The freshman from Argyle, Texas. Alina Torres at first and 2 down. Sooners with a 9-0 lead. We're told that attendance tonight, 3,945. And we'll round up. We'll call it 4,000, right?
Of course. On a Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. That means that over 17,000 have been here to witness this beautiful new ballpark in the 4 days that the gates have been open. Bland hits a pop-up toward third. Seife drifting into foul ground, and the inning is over. Sooners are able to put that away. The run rule, they were showing, playing some Toby Keith music and showing a lot of his pictures over the years with Sooner softball players, staff members, and coaches on the video board. And I still miss him so much and always will. A great supporter of all sports. He was at so many softball games over the years.
Yeah, he really was a wonderful supporter. I remember for quite a few years, the national championships that were won, they would host us at Toby Keith's, and he would show up and perform a little bit, have food for all the families. Just a great time, and huge supporter of OU athletics.
Supportive, caring, generous, beyond all belief, the late great Toby Keith. Back out there to try to shut this thing down is Monticelli. She worked a 1-2-3-4 in relief of Kirsten Deal tonight. Got a pinch hitter here. Fly ball to right field and taken care of by Bland for the first out. That was Charlie Anger with the fly out. We'll see another pinch hitter as Ashley Diaz will pinch hit for Stephanie Tapia. Cool for these players to be able to say that they played in a palace like this. Texas A&M Commerce will head into Southland Conference play this weekend at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Sooners will be hosting Iowa State for the Big 12 opening series Friday night at 6, then Saturday at 2, and Sunday at 1 o'clock.
I think it's neat for them to be able to play in this environment, but it's also really neat what Coach Gasso's done with inviting players or former players like Crystal Bustos. Last weekend we had Dot Richardson here, but being able for them to see this and what the sport has done and how much it's grown, for them to be able to be a part of these weekends, opening weekend, having Texas A&M Commerce here with Crystal Bustos, for her to be able to understand and see how much it's grown. It's so neat.
Crystal Bustos, the 2-time Olympic gold medal winner. She hit 6 home runs in the 2008 Beijing Olympics.
She was unbelievable.
Yeah. And Brittany Miller said we're just blessed to have her. She has been there and done that when it comes to this sport. She's on the staff with the Lions. A little bit of trouble here. The first 3-ball count since Monticelli has come into the game. Diaz trying to work her way aboard with 1 away. 3-1 the count. There is Coach Bustos over in the first base coach's box.
Just a huge name in our sport. Great advocate, great leader, great coach.
As Brittany Miller said, she is old school. There's a swinging strikeout of Diaz, and the Sooners are 1 out away from another winning streak.
Monticelli really settling in, getting that ball just slightly up in the zone on that inner corner. It's a tough pitch to hit, but also tough to lay off of.
7 strikeouts for Sooner pitching tonight. And Tatum Wright will be the batter. Batting for Emmy Meehee in the number 7 spot. One and one the count to Tatum Wright. And now 1 strike away from 19-1 is Oklahoma. Peyton Monticelli trying to finish it in relief of the Sooner starter, Kirsten Deal. Two and two now on Wright. It's okay. You get to enjoy Love's Field for at least one more pitch.
At least one more pitch.
Fouled off by Tatum Wright.
Just keeping it exciting, keeping the fans up.
How about a full count to Tatum Wright? Looks like Lencia Powell is on deck and will bat if Wright reaches. But Monticelli trying to prevent that. Back up the middle, and the second hit of the ball game for the Lions. It comes off the bat of Tatum Wright with 2 down in the 5th.
It's a good battle by Wright. You really see her creating some space to get the barrel through on that inside pitch.
That is the 5th hit of the year for Wright. And that is Casey Kuykendall, who will run at first base. And Lencia Powell will indeed go ahead and bat for herself. She grounded out to short her first time. There you see Kuykendall. Look out over there in that batter's on deck circle. Ashlyn Griffith had to hop out of the way of that shot off of the bat of Powell.
That just goes to show how hard Monticelli's throwing.
Monticelli, 80 innings pitched last year for Wisconsin, 82 strikeouts. She brings that one in and right past Powell. And once again, the Sooners are a strike away from getting back into the win column. Error-free night for the Sooners defensively. Plenty of offense once again. And Peyton Monticelli trying to slam the door. Not just yet. Good fight shown by Texas A&M Commerce with first Wright and now Powell extending their at-bats. Two and two now. Peyton Monticelli to the plate, and another foul ball off the bat of Lencia Powell.
You're not going down without a fight.
And a full count to Powell. Ashlyn Griffith is due up next and is in the on-deck circle to bat. Should Powell extend the inning. Monticelli got the first two batters rather easily, including a strikeout of Diaz. And we'll do it again on 3 and 2.
It's a good fight. Lencia Powell.
Well, these are the types of things, though, that Brittany Miller is looking for. Wanted her team to come in and be tested. They were tested against Missouri earlier this year.
And these are the at-bats that Coach Gasso wants to see her pitchers come out on top of.
And there's ball 4 as that skitters away from Ludlam. Runners at first and second now, and Ashlyn Griffith will be the batter. So Kirkendall moves on down to second base, and it looks like now we will have a pinch hitter. Elizabeth Guerrero will bat for Griffith. Griffith had been in the on-deck circle, but now Elizabeth Guerrero will bat in the number 9 spot. And the Sooners talk it over in the circle. This is just all the infielders. What are conversations like this about, Destiny?
You know, I think once you're in there, you're just making sure everybody's good to go, calming them down. I think for Monticelli, she knows what she's capable of. She's throwing good pitches. They're just battling them off. She's got to come out on top.
KK Kosek has come on to pinch run at first base for Powell. And here is Guerrero batting for Griffith, who had struck out in her only plate appearance tonight. Monticelli is bringing the heat. And now time called. It looks like Jennifer Rocha, the Sooner associate head coach and pitching coach, will come out just to kind of calm down Peyton Monticelli for now. Sooners set to head into Big 12 conference play this weekend. Oklahoma, the preseason pick to win the league, as Jennifer Rocha, the conversation continues. Conversations like this, not just about this moment, but also for building later on down the road. Remember, Monticelli's new to this Oklahoma program, and new voices, new approaches, and all those sorts of things that will be important as you move on with the season.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, you know, she's not as used to these moments when you've got 2 strikes. The crowd stands up, they start clapping, they get very engaged. I think those are the little things that you just got to get used to as a player and pitcher.
Guerrero hits a flare that's fouled. Such a deep pitching staff. Carly Keeney came in from Liberty, Monticelli from Wisconsin, Kelly Maxwell from Oklahoma State, to go along with Nicole May, who was first team All Big 12 last year, And Kirsten Deal, who we saw earlier tonight, and S.J. Guerin, who has been out there as well. Redshirt freshman for Jen Roach's pitching staff. I mean, that is 6 quality arms that they have. 2-1 the count on Elizabeth Guerrero. Guerrero 1 for 12 on the season. 2 down. And now 2 strikes once again. Popped up foul. Same situation as the previous 2 hitters. Monticelli able to quickly work 2 strikes, and then the battle really begins.
Yeah.
As these hitters dig in.
Just got to be able to close it out. But these hitters, hats off to these hitters. They're battling. They're being very decisive, laying off pitches that are out of the zone.
This one lined foul. Got the premium seats down the right field and left field lines. Outdoors for you to enjoy. A little bit higher than those right there. Another 2-2. And fouled past third base. Brittany Miller, the head coach down there in Maxwell, who transferred in. And another full count at 3-2.
These are the situations where it's almost like you don't want to be in your own head, but it's hard not to be.
And there it is. Oklahoma is back in the win column. Monticelli strikes out Guerrero. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 in the game for her. The Sooner staff combines for 8 strikeouts, and Oklahoma wins it 9-0.